One of my favorite activities to do is bake and cook. This is a fun activity that you can do with your friends, family, etc. My favorite person to bake with is my mom. She has taught me how to bake since I was very young, and this is a fun activity that we can bond over, and it allows us to spend time with each other. One of our favorite things to bake is my mom's special brownies. My mom taught me years ago how to make these brownies, but she would always put a special ingredient in them that everyone loved. The ingredient is something that people can't seem to figure out, but it makes the biggest difference in your brownies. The first step to making the brownies is gathering your ingredients. The first step in making brownies is getting all of your utensils and ingredients. My first utensil I have is a large bowl. Then I have my Ghirardelli brownie mix. I have a measuring cup, vegetable oil, Ghirardelli chocolate squares, an egg, and a baking pan. My baking pan is 8 by 8. You will also need a spatula to mix all of your ingredients together. Your instructions may vary on which brownie mix you use. Next, you need to preheat your oven based on the instructions on your brownie box. Mine told me to preheat my oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. Next, you will need 1/3 cups of water. Then you will need to pour the water in the bowl. After that, you will have 1/3 cups of vegetable oil and also pour that in the bowl. Then you will need to crack 1 egg, and after you've cracked this egg, you will need to mix the egg, vinegar, water together until it's fully mixed. After you have mixed your egg, oil, and water together, you'll need to add in your brownie mix. You will need to stir this brownie mix until it's completely smooth. My brownie mix has chocolate chips in it, so it won't be as smooth as normal, but mix it until it is fully blended. After you've mixed it completely together, it should look something like this, but depending on if you have chocolate chips, it'll be smoother than it looks now. Now it is time for the secret ingredient. I bought semi-sweet Ghirardelli chocolate bars. I ended up buying 3 of them, but I only used 2. You can buy any type of baking chocolate or chocolate bars. Then you will place them side by side on top of half of the brownie mix. After you've done this, you'll need to pour the other half of the brownie mix on top of the chocolate bars and make sure that it is smooth over all of the corners. When you're spreading the remaining mix over the chocolate bars, make sure that they don't move and they stay in place. You may need to hold them down while doing this. After you're finished spreading the remaining of the brownie mix on top of the chocolate bars, it should look something like this. Once again, remember to cover all of the corners. Now it is time to put the brownies into the oven. Once you're done putting the brownies in the oven, you will need to set a timer for 45 minutes. The instructions say to set the timer for 45 to 50 minutes, but always make sure that you set the timer for the smallest amount of time. You could end up burning your brownies, but if they aren't completely done at 45 minutes, you can always add more time to them. After the brownies had baked for 45 minutes, they were done. I took them out of the oven and made sure that they were done. Instead of placing them right on my glass oven, I put down something so that the glass wouldn't get ruined. Then I cut the brownies 3 by 3. Don't forget that you make sure to put a timer for the brownies to cool. Sometimes, depending on what pan you use, this could help finish the brownies if the brownies aren't done all the way. Now the brownies are ready to be served, and as you can see, there is the layer of chocolate that we added in between 2 layers of brownie mix. Now I decided to let a friend and my brother try the brownies to see how they tasted, and they said it was pretty good. By following these easy steps, your brownies will be different from the pre-made store-bought brownies. I hope you choose to try this recipe out because It adds for an easy twist that everyone loves and makes your brownies different from others.